Welcome to another Tuesday, exciting Tuesday in the EME show. Woo, woo, woo. Man, y'all see this, man? I got a crowd full of people, man. We on the woo woo tip, man. This EME, man, the show of our show, the best show on the damn planet. You know it? You know it. I am Charlie Mack, your host. Turk McDirt over there. Woo, woo. Today, King Caleb's birthday, so you won't see him tonight. And we got Rock City, Kicks, Charlie Rock. Hey, yo. And we got a lot of we got so many guests tonight, but let me start off and tell y'all that this is the EME show. We come every Tuesday, every week to bring you the most positive, the best things about this city, the best people about this city, and people who want to make changes in this city. We're here to help decrease the violence in our city, to promote Black businesses, and to also picture and show all our allies who are here to help us. I know y'all like the EME show because y'all be watching. Don't act like you don't be watching. Yeah, it's the Mac. I'm here to tell y'all that this show is a product of our environment. It's based on love, it's based on support, and it's based on melanated love. And tonight I'm here to show you a group of Black men together to make a change. And I'm going to pass the mic and let these brothers introduce themselves. To my right. No, sorry. To my left first. To my left.
My name is Edmund Davis.
Boss of all bosses.
And definitely serving of the Lord. Awesome wife Monica from St. David. I love them all. I love what you all are doing, what we're doing. This is a time and moment that we don't get back, so let's make it count. Let's keep behind God, move forward, be servant leaders, and help to save some of the people that we need to save, beginning with ourselves. Amen.
Amen.
What's up, guy?
I'm representing Suited and Booted Entertainment. I'm just using my impact as an influencer to the youth, and I'm down for the cause. I'm here for the cause.
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
What's going on, world? This is the boy Tony Ocean, representing Suited and Booted Entertainment also, as well as I'm representing the educators out here. So I need all y'all on board, all you educators, because our students' lives are at jeopardy at this time. Thank you.
There we go.
Ted Johnson, who represents the United States Dance and Hip Hop, show their co-host on that show. Actually, at the radio station out here, as far as the music, you know what I'm saying, for the Peace Walk.
Whoa.
And I'm Romero Pleasance, also known as Aloha Peasy,
Yeah.
on the United Streets of Dance and Hip Hop on KBF 88.3, the voice of the people. You know how we do. We putting on for the youth. We leading them to peace, baby.
I'm Robert Walker. Organization gangs overrated and stop the violence. Gangs overrated, man. From the South End. I don't gang bang no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something positive for the people, so that wasn't about. Try to help the people, help the community, and bring everybody back together. So I love that peace walk. I love y'all brothers. We're gonna keep doing what we doing and shine.
Woo, woo, Sal.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Lionel Porter. I represent the Way I See It program. It's a criminal thinking program for youth. We try to teach them how to think critically through criminal court cases and law. Hopefully, we can turn some of them to some judges and prosecutors and even police officers. But just to get them, to think critically about life.
Woo, woo.
My name is Antoine Turtle Jones. Hey, I'm just here, man, to make something happen with my people, man, and just let God put us in position where we need to be, man. We doing what we supposed to be doing.
Hey, my name is CJ, man. Y'all know me. I represent the Gone But Never Forgotten movement. We specialize and we're very pertinent in prison reform. And this is the foundation of prison reform, to have peace. If we don't let them get in there, then I ain't gonna have no job to do. I'd rather be unemployed than people get killed. What's up?
Sir, respect. My name is Chris Pettis. I represent the Pettis Upper Hand Foundation. I represent the South Side.
Ward
I
1.
represent the Ward 1. And I represent Little Rock.
Yeah,
There we
sure.
There you go. So you see now who's involved with this peace walk. It's nothing small of a miracle, and it was a brilliant strategy and a great idea from Charlie Rock City.
The mad
So all y'all know this is Rock City thing, and what's going on is an EME production mixed with several brothers from the city, men that are ready to say enough is enough. Let's cease this violence. Let's bring each other together and let's talk about it. We don't have to shoot it out. It's not necessary to shoot it out. When we as men have voices and authority, and we should be able to respect one another and talk about it. If it comes down to it, a fight is okay, but shooting is not the answer. Like, we cutting all that out. Like, and we don't want the fight either. We don't want fighting. But if you guys can't get it up, box it out and hug. Let's do it like that. Like when we were kids, let's box it out and hug. I'm so proud of this group of brothers, man. These brothers, man, they make me smile every time I think about this idea. And Charlie Rock, you was on point again, my brother. These brothers have a purpose and a passion to do this, as EME does. And I wanted to ask these brothers in this interview, you know, what is your purpose? What is your reason for being involved with this peace walk, Ed?
Well, my reason is to help, mitigate. What mitigate means is to slow down the bleeding. Since Jesus walked the earth, there's no way that you can stop violence in totality. I'm a realist, at the same time, when I look at the numbers percentage-wise, African-American males are dying out here in the streets, and we're killing our women and we're killing our babies. And so it's not police officers, it's not the KKK, it's us. And so we have to look in the mirror and do an introspection and say, hey, as a dad, as a husband, as a big brother, as a servant leader, whether you're a former gangbanger or a former educator, we are all part of the solution. As long as we get behind God. Right now, what we're doing, gentlemen, is we're taking the devil off right now because we're coming together. He doesn't like unity. He's pissed off, excuse my language. The enemy is mad at us right now, and I'm happy because he's mad at us. That's why I live to take him off. So again, we have to think about how he'll throw some salt in the game later on to try to get us to not have this. Whether it's your mom saying something or an ex-guy that you know from the crew, the OGs, some people may come against us because we're doing the right thing. Okay? If everybody likes you, you're not good. You have to be mindful of that. Some people just may not like you. I was told earlier today by a law enforcement officer, he said, be careful. He told me to be careful. So that's a check in my spirit. What am I doing right? No, what am I doing wrong? But no, what am I doing right? So we have to all be mindful that once you get on God's team, you can't lose. And this is about being in Jesus' name on God's team moving forward. And so again, this is unique. This could be a pilot for other cities that are comparable to our size, whether it's Tulsa, whether it's Birmingham, whether it's Jackson, Mississippi. We're all suffering from the same societal illness, which is homicides, especially for African-American males. We all know there's a number of solutions out there in place. One of them, of course, is unemployment, or rallying employment. We all know that besides not having your dad at home, besides mental health, besides emotional imbalances, we all know that unemployment, wherever you have a high unemployment rate, you have a high crime rate. When you have a high crime rate, you have a high murder rate. And so we've known for a lot of things here, but we will be known for something new here. And that's to help change that tide, to help change that return. And so this can't happen without you. Our women are in place, our sisters are doing their thing. Now we have to step up and do our thing, okay? We don't need necessarily help from other people. We have to work this out amongst ourselves. Once we can come together and formalize that and get behind God, it's easy from there. So again, I thank y'all. I love y'all. Those who are watching, again, employment, we're talking about making sure you go ahead and sit on somebody's sofa if you need to. Also, definitely finishing school. 75% of high school dropouts become acclimated to criminal activity. That's just the numbers, okay? This is not Ed Davis talking, this is the data. They call me 3D, data-driven decisions. That's how I make my numbers. I look at the data, then I make a decision. Not on my feelings, not on my emotions. A lot of black men are locked up because they made decisions based on their feelings, okay? A lot of brothers are dead because of that. So again, we're not making these decisions based on our feelings or our emotions. We're making it based off the data, okay? Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Kawasaki, why you here, Kawasaki?
Man, I'm here to change the narrative, man.
Yep.
I want to be one of the ones to try to break that chain.
Yep.
And piggyback on what Ed was saying, the devil gonna come. For what we standing for right now, he gonna come here. But I'm here, man. I got the arm on. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't scared. I'm standing on the front line. You know what I'm saying? Not challenge any other hip hop artists, bosses, OGs, leaders, anybody that's out there, man. It's time to stop talking about it. It's time to walk and walk, man. We got one going this Saturday morning, so y'all come on out and be a part of the cause. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Bro. Got kilo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you know,
I like it.
man,
It's hard.
it's an awesome feeling to have us all guys here today, man. Get this thing started and coming together, trying to solve some of this violence in the city. Now, we here, man, and we want everybody that's out there listening, paying attention, watching, to come join us Saturday from 10 to 1. Arkansas Baptist to the state capitol. You can come out there and get involved with us. EME is putting this on for the community, along with helping other students included and the rest of these guys out here, 88.3, and most definitely Arkansas Baptist College. Now, I'm a legendary, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man, ABC got the community on lock, man. So we gotta give big credit to Arkansas Baptist College, most definitely.
Appreciate you, Tone Bono.
Man, I'm here as a young get older, just want to see a change, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? Dumas made me, Little Rock raised me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was one of them knuckleheads at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just want to see everybody come together and actually make a change.
For sure. But like I said before, I'm a aloha peasy. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who don't know what aloha means, in a lot of cases, that means love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, I spread love at 100,000 watts on KBF 88.3, man. And I plan on bringing that to this event. Now, with that being said, you know, like Boosie say, y'all better not fight in this thing. Y'all better not fight. I'm gonna be playing a bunch of good music.
Yep.
Now, we on the right road. We got this peace walk going for y'all. So y'all know what that is. Ain't no stopping us now.
So,
What it do? I'm here to make a difference. Start with myself first. I know I was bad as hell, man.
South, talking your mic.
Coming up. I know I'm kind of bad coming up. You know what I'm saying? So
Where you get it from?
gotta start with myself first. So I'm here to make a difference. If I start with myself, everybody look up to me and follow.
That's true.
All about a change. I'm trying to help the people. And I'm down to the peace walk. So y'all come out, walk with us. I know it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna look out for you. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be too hot from 10 to 1. It's gonna be too hot. So come on now, walk with us and make this change.
Mm-hmm.
Game's overrated.
Overrated. Bring your water too.
Bring your water.
And sweat rag. Bring your white towel.
Man, I'm here, first of all, to bring peace to the city, man. You know, to bring peace not only to this city, man, but for us to be a model for other cities, like the brother said, you know, and stopping the violence. You know, but my contribution here is going to be based upon critical thinking of the youth. You know, I represent a program. It's called The Way I See It. It's criminal thinking for youth. You know, and I feel like a lot of us are making decisions emotionally. You know what I mean? When it's only just it's just a critical thinking skill that you lack that could have gotten you over shooting somebody with a chop. You know what I'm saying? Going and spraying up the mall, and you know what I mean? It's just, you know, when you can think critically, man, when you can place yourself in certain situations, we expect these youngsters to have the intellect to decipher these certain problems that they coming into, man. But a lot of these dudes, you know, and I represent myself, you know, I didn't grow up with a family. I grew up on the streets, you know. So how can I have compassion for somebody that's with their mother and their daughter when I don't got one? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you with your mama, but I ain't got no mama either. So I ain't really fucked up about it. You know, that's just oh, my bad. I apologize. You know, but this is the way they thinking, you know. And I want to change that. I want, because if we can't base it off of that, then what can we base it off of? Critical thinking.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because we expect for these youths to think a certain way, but everything's different. You know, this person may have a family. So they might be able to critically think based upon that. Okay, I wouldn't want somebody to shoot the spot up with my moms and my daughters and my relatives here at this establishment. I could think differently. But to this guy who don't got a family, how we gonna teach him? You know, so I'm gonna base it upon criminal law, court cases. We'll dive into a couple of juvenile cases. But what I want to do, I want them to start, you know, being attorneys about the situation, basing life upon facts, you know, of the matter. And when you do that, you're able to hold yourself accountable a lot more, you know. So that's what my program represents, and that's what I want to get to.
That's what we need. We need that. We're gonna make sure that program get off the ground for real. Appreciate y'all for real.
Man, I needed to get off the
for real. Everything. What you think of? We'd like to introduce Mercedes. How you doing, Mercedes?
Hi, I'm Mercedes. I'm a drug prevention specialist from Los Angeles, California.
Word up. So, what is your purpose of being part of the Peace Walk?
My purpose, part of the Peace Walk, well, I want to bring what we do in LA. Work for a company called GRID, is gang reduction and youth development. We have activities, programs, games in different areas of the park, and let's say, like the at-risk communities. So we have like a leader from every neighborhood, whatever park and community you're from. You get together in your community and bring everybody out, ages 0 to 100, field trips, chess, dice, and it's just basically keeping kids off the street and having something for everybody to do in the community.
Keep hands busy.
Yeah.
Real.
BJ, come on.
Man, people call me BJ, CJ. You know, I'm on Wolf Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm Wolf Street over there at Centennial Park. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm really here for a couple of specific reasons. I got grandchildren. I did 23 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit. So the thing I'm trying to get these young dudes to know is they must not know what they served on the tray down there. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I really, you know, with the critical thinking, I went through mental rehabilitation myself because the system is not going to help you. You have to help yourself. I'm just one of the few that chose to help myself during that time. You know, so I asked God, I asked Allah, how did I end up here? Why? It must be a bigger reason than myself. You know what I'm saying? It had to be a larger reason. So I'm here to bring the Gone But Never Forgotten movement and our ideas with the EME ideas and the critical thinking ideas, because we can get in one bus and break the wall down. We might can put a dent in it in a car. We all got our own car. We're trying to get on the bus. And that's what we're gonna start doing come this Saturday with the Peace Walk. I would like to try to educate the youth, educate them. Without education, we have nothing. Minister Farrakhan said, rise above your emotions and thinking of God. That's why I agree with what the brother say totally. We think emotionally, you know, so we have to get these guys some actual education and thinking, because when you know better, you do better. That's for a fact. That's for a fact. You know what I'm saying? We want to teach these guys how to fish instead of having with their hands out. We want to have the guys acceptable with listening to a guy older than them, because a lot of them grew up with no man in the house. So when you grow up with no man in the house, first thing they say, hey, you can't tell me squat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to get back acclimated and associated. Also with the Gone But Never Forgotten movement, it's just not prison reform, we with community reform. I was telling the brothers last week what we want to start doing the 4th Saturday of every month is do something for the old people and single mothers. Take out your trash, clean your gutters out, cut the grass, move this old refrigerator out of the house that you want done. The 4th Saturday month, because if we men and we taking charge of our community, we got to put the work in. Charging is just not talking, is putting the feet on the ground and hands and the hands to work. So, you know, those are some of the ideas that we have. We have a meet and greet too next week. You know, so all y'all welcome to come, because we all and work with each other. You know, so Gone But Never Forgotten. You can come and see what it's about. You bring your ideas, bring your people, and we can all work together. It's about unity, man, and that's what I'm here for. Because inside them walls, they breed destruction, they breed violence, and we got to stop having these brothers think that prison is a rite of passage. Prison is a passage of your rights. You know what I'm saying? It's not a rite of passage.
Right.
We think it's cool to go to the pen.
Right.
I'm going to see this. This gonna matter. No, you ain't getting no stripes. You done gave up all your rights. You can't do nothing once you get. I have so many difficulties. I'm doing the right thing. This year shows I'm doing the right thing. I'm making the right decision. I only been out 6 months.
Yep.
I'm with the guys here. I'm with the guys doing the right things. I could be in the streets doing the wrong things. You know, so I could be doing the wrong thing. I know I can, but I'm not gonna do that. And that's why I'm here, to bring what I have to the table.
There you go.
Well, you know, my purpose and my organization purpose, you know, for the Peace Walk, you know, we support our people. We all is one. My thing is, this is home. Little Rock is home. It need to be a safe place. I'm tired of everybody. I'm moving to Dallas. I'm moving to Houston. I'm going to Cali. No, I'm staying here. I came back. This is my birthplace. So it's the value of my city. So that's the main thing. We're gonna rock, we're gonna support, we're gonna make this a better place, we're gonna increase the value back. This is a beautiful home. We're gonna make this like Hot Springs and all these other places people go to for vacation. So all us come together, we're gonna make it happen. I believe that. Respect.
We should have made sure it won.
So it's quiet here. So y'all have met the organizations involved with the Peace Walk. You understand their purposes and their meaning behind the Peace Walk. You understand why these men have come together, because it's just flat out we tired. We tired. We got children. Some of us are grandfathers and grandparents. So some of us have young children. So the future is so bright if we as the men step in and deter that violence. We have to deter that violence. We can't completely wipe it out because there's no way it could be eradicated. But we're going to put a major dent in it. I promise you we're going to try to do that. We're going to drop them numbers as much as we can. And another part of this Peace Walk is to challenge the other neighborhoods. Most of us here are from World One. Most of us from the South End. Everyone's not, but most of us are. And we've come to a realization that we put the work in to make our neighborhood safe. We really have. We put it in years and years. Isn't that right, Turk?
Yes.
Ain't that right, Chris P? This is a yearly thing you have to do. And we want to make a challenge to the rest of Little Rock. We want it's called the No Smoke Challenge. No Smoke Challenge, man. For a week, get your neighborhood to have no murders, no physical violence, none of that. We want none of that for a week. Can you dig it? Right. Can you step up to the plate and do it? Because big homies and OGs, all y'all, man, y'all have to initiate this. This is an OG call out. We're not talking to the youngsters, we're talking to the OGs. Those who say they in charge, we talking to y'all. We challenge you. War One challenge you. We love y'all, but we gotta make everybody accountable. As men, you're an accountable person. You have to be. So step up to the plate, accept the challenge, and let's get it in. And we'll do this challenge every week. And sooner or later, we're gonna start putting some money on it. Yeah. As the days go, we're gonna make it real competitive. Yeah. Seriously, real talk. And somebody gonna win some money. And I think it's gonna be World One every time. Every time it's gonna be World One.
We are the best.
But I'm biased. I'm biased to the South Side. I'm just biased. I'm gonna choose that. Okay. But we love that everyone is watching because we got a couple of I got one viewer. I know more of y'all watching. Y'all wrong, man. Y'all better be watching this, man. But we just saying, man, we holding everyone accountable. We doing the No Smoke Challenge ourselves. We ask every OG in their neighborhood who's watching this or heard about this to take up the mantle and get along with this challenge. We just proud of this movement. It's a movement, man. This is a movement. It's never been done, and it's not the first. We trying to make this annually. We trying to make this every year, and every year it get bigger, and every year it get better. Until every city in the United States is having a Peace Walk Day on July the 16th.
Until we up there talking about how much peace it is, instead of how much violence it is. Yeah. We don't march, and when we march, we get to talk about how much peace it was that year. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to get to. Instead of us coming up here crying, talking about who died.
Yeah.
How good business is.
Yeah, I'm with Twin. Let's evaluate the peace level, not the violent level.
Right. Say how many murders we got already?
Hey, tell them the stats.
The stats is 44. Officially, unofficially, it's 45. Someone died close to the Pulaski County lines, and that person was born in Little Rock, but they died just inches away from the county line. My data counts that as 45. But the city counts it, the morgue, the hospital, and the police department counts it as 44. And so,
how many deaths a murder is a day, or how many people?
It's every 4.3 days we have a violent homicide here. Now, the trajectory with 172 days left in this year, that's saying 40 more bodies are going to pop up between now and then. Now, in 93, I I was in Philly back then, but here it is. That was a record. We had 76.
I was there.
I was
here in
there.
Little Rock. Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
there.
There it is. Check this out. We're on pace
They were
to
banging
eclipse
Lou
that,
as hype.
Little Rock for sure.
which is not good. That's one record we don't need to break. You know, we have to help soothe these wounds. And again, getting back to the emotional component. Now, I'm gonna say something that some may not agree with, but this is the truth. I gotta tell the truth because I love them. Marches and rallies are great, but really they're awareness pieces. The real solutions come with job opportunities and also, of course, having that big brother, that big sister peer there. Also, you know, some kind of reconciliation. Having the boxing ring as a former boxer or having some type of strategy in place to get these young guys to take out their frustration in a legally binding way. Let's look at those let's go with 8-ounce gloves, okay? Exactly.
Gloves up, guns
Some
down.
mouthpieces,
That's the
exactly.
next one. That's the next move.
We used to fight before MMA got good back in Philly, New York. We drew circles in the streets and we had 8-ounce gloves and we just went at it and we didn't have to get paid for it like they do now, you know? However, it was a way that we released our tensions. We did it that way because a lot of us don't know how to, you know, turn that negative into a positive. And so again, we have to talk to our elders. And of course, this is a positive call out to those OGs. We love y'all brothers, but we need y'all back in the mix from a positive standpoint. So, but getting back to that data, Charlie Mack, from a national standpoint, African-American males, we die every day between 18 and 25 a day. Now, if this were Caucasian women, they'd shut down them all. If 25, you know, of our white sisters died or 25 Caucasian males died a day, there would be a national curfew. Okay, so again, we're not considered that important to a lot of people. And again, they're saying, and I'm talking about the system's not broken, it was designed that way. Okay, so again, we have to be mindful, you know, of that. All right. And I'm gonna say another controversial thing. I'm not against Caucasian people. I'm not against white people, I'm against white supremacy. Okay. I'm not against black people, I'm against black supremacy. Because God is no white supremacy or black supremacy. Okay, it's God's supremacy. So again, we have to make sure this goes back to Him moving forward, regardless of your gender, regardless of your ancestry, your skin color, your tax bracket. It's not always a color thing. Sometimes it's a money thing. Sometimes it's a money issue. We have to talk. There it is. So we have to be honest about where we're going and what we want to do. Have these goals lined up, and again, not just talking about the job issue, but having those father figures and those mentors in place. Everyone that I'm looking at right now is a mentor. Ladies and male, we're all mentors to somebody. Dads in the house, raise your hand. Okay, we got granddads in the house. Okay, we got sons that are in their 20s and 30s, and so we have to be mindful of where we're going with that. But again, you know, and I'll say this because I have to leave, and I'm grateful that EME and of course everybody has invited me to come here. Looking at the glass full and not half empty, most people that are sitting at home with guts and money in their pocket are not committing crimes, okay? Most of the guys pulling triggers are starving, seriously. Okay?
That's true.
They want to eat. They don't know how to get that money legally. Some are immature, some you just can't save, I understand that. Okay, but at the same time, looking at the victims as well, 76% of them didn't have jobs, okay? And 42% of the shooters, in this case, in Little Rock, 79% of them didn't have jobs, okay? So again, we have to follow the data moving forward. We can't just go on our feelings and our emotions. We have to go by the data and use that as instruction for us to have a plan in place. And so with employment, obviously having black men in position to help change that narrative, you know, in real talk, like you said, definitely that's important. But also we can't do this without our sisters, without our moms. It ain't going down without them. We have to include them to the mix, okay? And so again, as I close out, getting back to Antoine, you were there, Turtle, the watermelon sounds. Okay, we talked about back in 1940, back in 1950, back when the census count, when we were 10% of this country's population. Now we're 13.2% of America's population. Getting back to the numbers, y'all, here we go. African-American people are 44 million out of that 331 million. Watch this. Women are 51, we are 49. So that leaves us at about 22 million African-American males in this country. Out of that 22.1 million African-American males in this country, we're responsible for 50% of the homicides in this country. That's embarrassing. Okay? There's 45,000 homicides last year. Most of them were suicide, and that's even up here, okay? That's going up and that's creeping up in our neighborhoods because we're not having these conversations.
Some of us are saying, "Oh, you're a man, you got to take it." No, that's destruction right there. Have that honest conversation with your son. What's going on, son? How you doing? Don't say, "Suck it up, be a man about it." No, that's abuse right there. Telling them some stuff like that. I didn't know when I was growing up back in the early '90s that me saying some stuff like that was detrimental to the community's health. But those brothers held all that, harbored all that frustration all this time, and then that PPE money. They get these semi-automatic weapons, then they want to take it out. So we have to be mindful of what we tell our sons and our daughters, especially. Okay, so that's real talk, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all come out on Thursday to the job fair. For those who don't have jobs, share that with them. Take a snapshot of that, pass it around, share that with them. It's going to be at Arkansas Baptist College. You know, definitely about jobs and employment. We need to have more situations like that. That's a protective factor, y'all. It's a protective factor. Okay, we can't do this without people in terms of what we're doing here. So again, remember, the enemy doesn't like this. He's going to throw salt in the game, whether it's husband against wife, son against daughter, okay, mothers and whatnot, businesses, your boss getting mad at you, or you being the boss. We have to be mindful. There's some scheming in the place behind the scenes. Okay, so be mindful of that. Let's keep this ball rolling, get behind the Lord, and I love y'all. All right. Oh, yes, and I apologize.
How much do they have to pay out per year?
It's somewhere between 81 million that money. But check this out.
We wrote up a plan for how much.
Right, we wrote up a plan, but I'm not going to speak too much to it because I don't have the data per se in my mind to that. I don't want to get in trouble by saying something that's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna follow back up with that, Charlie Rock. But getting back to Thursday, we have on Keeping It 100 with Dory, the national radio show that we have at Arkansas Baptist College. Everybody here is invited to come. We only have a 20-minute segment to talk about this again. We have followers in Chicago, New York, Philly, New Orleans, East Palo Alto, California, Seattle. If you have the internet, they have access to the radio show. So we can come on there, lightly talk about your programs, what you want to do. Also give a shout out to the people here in the city to come on down to the Peace Walk March rally. Remember, it's about awareness right now. The real grime and the real fight's going to come with getting these young brothers employed. It's going to come with having and talking to them about making better decisions, not being led by your feelings. There's too many of us are sitting because we made that one, I sat 92, that one bad decision. You know, so again, and I'm not crazy, I just made an emotional choice. And that movie Juice was out, but I digress. Okay. So again, we definitely have to do the right thing moving forward. Exactly. We this is called reform. You know, we have to help reform. And again, we have to make sure that we do it with unity, because unity is something that the devil can't stand. So exactly, strength in numbers. So that's what we have to do moving forward. But again, this Thursday at 3:00 is the recording time, but it will come on air at 6:00 later on that night. Of course, internet radio. Charles will give you the link. Of course, for those who want to be there, y'all can text me 3:00 sharp. I'll see you at the studio. Okay. God bless. All right. My God. So y'all understand what the Peace Walk is about. Y'all see the players that are involved in it. Y'all see everyone who's come out and appreciate it. And oh yeah, we throwing a concert after the Peace Walk. I forgot about that, didn't I, y'all? 33rd in Fulton. 33rd and Fulton, the basketball court, there will be a large concert. We'll have several artists, including Suited and Booted. The Legends are back. Yeah. We got De Niro, Cook. We got a couple other artists coming. So yeah, y'all just gonna have to show up. Y'all gonna have to show. It's gonna be show up about. Yeah, it's free. We're gonna have barbecue. We're gonna have a lot of stuff. But I ain't say free. I just said the barbecue is gonna be there. It's gonna be there. So don't go nowhere without money. Remember that. Don't never go nowhere without money. You might want to buy something. Yeah, it just makes sense. Already. So come with your money in your pocket and your ear open, because it's gonna be jumping. Come about 4.
Come to the Peace Walk first.
I'm talking about the Peace Walk, but I'm also talking about the ending. It's a concert. You're right. Yeah, it's a water park. It's all of that, man. But come to the Peace Walk, like South say. The Peace Walk is the first. It's the first priority. Come to the Peace Walk, and the rest will follow. Yeah, and get them in one place at one time and be able to. Romero on the ones and twos. Yeah. He gonna have a DJ booth. He gonna have a booth in the DJ booth.
Good dance.
Yeah.
Two dancers from the beginning to the end. It don't stop if he starting.
all day. Beginning to the clock. Hey, let me tell you something. Bring you some water. Bring you some water.
Y'all know how we be sitting in the house. Y'all know how we be sitting
Anybody
in the
got
house.
anything else to say? Anybody else
We don't
want
be
to
living
say?
like that outside. We just outside with it.
I just want to say this, man. Y'all got some loved ones. Y'all had lost loved ones. Y'all got family, man. Y'all love, man. Come to the peace ball. We need y'all. Y'all had lost some loved ones. Please come to the peace ball, man. It was all about trying to be 2,000 strong.
Hey, yo, Turk, got something to say, boss man?
Man, I just want to thank everybody for being here. Like I say, all this came together for me. I feel like if I can, we can. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, when I started this, man, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I ain't know which way to take. I ain't know where I was going. I ain't know where God wanted me to be. I ain't had no vision of this. All I know is that I did love my people. I love my family, my friends, and my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I can, we can, man. So if we just come together as one, man, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Everything, God gonna make everything work. You know what I mean? Because like he said, people out here that lost family members, you know, I lost a child in the beginning, you know what I mean? She was 6 years old and she was shot 7 times, you know what I'm saying? So this walk for me is something different. I'm walking, you know what I'm saying, because I'm still fighting, you know what I'm saying? And I need y'all to help me fight because I don't want to fight alone no more, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I like to thank God for y'all being here, dog. And I want to let each of them know my city, my college, my schools, my friends, my bosses, my people who taught me how to own businesses that I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for putting us in this position, not just taking me. Y'all brought the people I love and the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eat off this. You know what I mean? So this means something. This means something to me. I'm walking for the people who done lost somebody out here in these statistics in these numbers that Mr. Ed just gave us, you know what I mean? We're gonna keep fighting and to the mothers and the dads who got kids out here that they done lost, man, it's a place for y'all, it's a place for us. We ain't got to fight with guns, we ain't got to do none of this because I ain't supposed to be here. And the type of person I was, I know I ain't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to turn this leaf and to do it this way, I get way more honor and way more, it feels so much powerful to me to turn this way to do it. Way better than it did when I did it with the scrap. You know what I'm saying? Or I did it throwing hands, or I did it with the crew. You know what I'm saying? This right here, it really soothes me. It giving me a peace. You know what I'm saying? Something that I could take on to my kids' mama, my kids' brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we still fight our fight every day. You know what I mean? We fight it all day, every day. We think about this, you know what I'm saying? And thinking of a way to apologize to the people who was hurt behind this, thinking of a way to forgive. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn to forgive, you know what I mean? And that was one of my biggest fights. So, man, this peace walk, man, it's going to be something special, man. It's a lot of great stories. It's a lot of great people. It's future leaders in here, man, and people just God that put in the position to do this. Because everybody ain't doing it. It's us, you know what I'm saying? So this had to be a reason, all us here together. So let's just take it for what it's worth, man. Let's keep bonding. Let's keep working with each other. And I promise you, man, with this blessing that we got on this, man, we're going to get where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
There you go, Turk. Hey, y'all heard the words of my colleague and buddy. And now we will,
okay.
Chapper. You got right.
Hey, what he say? 80 million? It's 80 million we spend a year on violence. We wrote up a $15-20 million program. Give us this money, we're gonna stop this violence. That way.
Y'all heard it. Because our program costs less than what y'all spending on cleaning up these murders. Yeah, we saving y'all 60 million. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna hurt you to drop some in these bank accounts and make it really, really move. That's all we saying, because we doing it as a group. We showing y'all how we moving. We moving as a unit. Like EME say, unity with every side. Every side. Every side. And that also goes as far as different cultures. Because we're not just saying unity with every side. We're actually saying unity with everyone. And no matter your profession, your gender, where you come from, everybody can help everybody. And that's the problem out here. We're not helping one another.
Right.
Everybody on the solo dolo. I can fix me. When there's no harm in saying I need help, and there's no harm in saying I can help you.
I heard something the other day because I was telling them about the peace walk and they was talking about donations, and then I was telling them where to donate, and then they was want to know, who is this person? I just want to make sure my money's not going where it don't need to go. When we start venturing off into that train of thought, then we have already went down the wrong path. When we start thinking ill of our brothers, if you want to contribute, bring a case of water. Because we're gonna have a lot of elderly people out there that's gonna need to drink. So you don't want to come off your dollar, spend them yourself, and come out there. You go buy the water yourself and come out there and help us out. We're not asking you for the money. We want help so that we can make the peace walk be good. If you can bring the water, bring the water. You don't got to send us the money for the water. If you don't feel like you trust us enough for that, bring some water. You see what I'm saying? Bring some snacks for the old people to eat. You know what I mean? Have something set up that you can. We're not the owners of the peace walk. Right. Is what I'm saying. Right. So anything that you can contribute and bring in to help this be a peace march, man, bring it, man. We just see the ideal in it and we want it to happen. But we need all y'all to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't, we gonna need contribution. We gonna need money. You know what I'm saying? But it don't have to start right there. Our relationship can start just like that with you showing up with a case of water, man, and passing it out to the people that need it.
We're gonna let Chris P talk.
Yeah, I got one last thing to say, and I got to get out of here. That's my main thing. Our people, we don't like to really spend a dollar on something that's going to a good cause, but we can go spend all the money at the club, jewelry, clothes, the club, all that. We spend that money there, but you got to realize we all taking our time out of our day to try to better our community, and it's not free. It's not. I think I spend probably a couple hundred a day just trying to, and get our people employed, get them to the doctor, all that. And I'm telling you, man, I done took some real losses, and no one's helping. So, y'all help us, me and my people out, so we can really achieve the ultimate goal, and that's cleaning up our community, making it a better place.
We got the people in place willing to do it. And Friday we're having a cleanup for the peace walk on Martin Luther King from what's that street? Right Avenue from the light. Right Avenue and
Martin Luther King.
We starting at Yancey. The cleanup.
Martin Luther King right there.
We're gonna start way back there.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my kids.
You cheat. Bringing them kids
at the spring wall.
But yeah, we have to clean up. We need everyone to come out. We're gonna clean both sides of the street, all the way down from Wright Avenue and Martin Luther King down to the bridge. Everybody come out, man.
The more people come out to do it, the less time it'll be.
Yeah, and we having two sets of cleanup crew.
Matter of fact, if y'all start picking up right now, we ain't gonna have that
We ain't gonna have that much to do.
Hey, help us. Donate some garbage bags too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
we do need garbage bags.
Donate some lawn bags.
Yeah, we do need.
I got some too.
I
got some.
You got some garbage bags, Turk?
Yeah, I do got some.
Appreciate that.
I got some garbage bags.
We also having a cleanup in Crump Park because a lot of the activities after the walk will be at Crump Park. So we're having a cleanup
The water park.
Yeah, at the water park. It's called Crump Park though, bro. Crump Water Park. Thank you, brother, for fixing me. Only neighborhood. It's because we doing so well.
I'm over here. I'm jumping over here.
Everybody, all ages, all neighborhoods. OGs, bring your youngsters, OGs, and all the OGs that we talk to, you know where to be on Saturday. You know where to be on Friday. Help them clean up. Y'all already know. We talk to y'all, so y'all know. We appreciate everybody watching the EME show. I'm Charlie Mack. That's Turk McDirt. Huh?
You gonna say the prayer?
I'll say the prayer. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. Kayla wasn't here.
Man, shout out Kayla, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, young brother. Happy birthday, man. Yeah. The turn up is at $2 Tuesday tonight. Turn up if you want to celebrate with Caleb. $2 Tuesday. That's where he'll be. right, let me pray, y'all. Let me talk to God right now. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day. We thank you for these men coming together and the young lady and all those who attended coming together and uniting for the peace walk. We ask that you bring everyone out. It's your will, not ours, and we trust you completely. Forgive us of all the wrong that we've done and bless the city of Little Rock, Arkansas. In the name of your son, Jesus, hallelujah, amen. Amen. This is the end of the EME show. I am back. It's Turk McDirt and Rock City. Y'all know what we got going on.